Jem Beckler and Jim Brandstatter is brought to you by General Motors, where the vision is paying off in product excellence. By Mr. Goodwrench, no one knows your GM car better than Mr. Goodwrench. No one. By Buick and your Buick dealer. The great American road belongs to Buick. By the financial professionals at Payne Weber. By Unisys, better information, better decisions. And by Budweiser, proud sponsor of the 1988 U.S. Olympic team. This Bud's for you.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Michigan Replay, the final of the Big Ten opener against Wisconsin. Michigan 62, Wisconsin 14. Well, finally, you won one big.
Well, there wasn't any question about that. When you score on the first play that you run, Jim, I think that's going to be an indication of things to come.
It was all-out total domination, and I think a little surprising to you as well.
Well, they had played so well defensively against Miami. They had held Miami to really one offensive touchdown and lost 23-3. And then, you know, we felt we might have trouble moving on him. But I think the underlying reason for the points was that we were the first rushing team that they had played, a team that likes to run the football. And I don't think they were quite ready for that.
Well, you certainly ran it, and the opening play proved what was going to be the story all day. You just blocked them off the ball well.
Right, right. Well, it was that kind of a game. This was a formation to the sideline. This simple tackle trap. There are three men really there that had a shot at him, but I think they underestimated how fast Tony is, and he just ran away from him. And we're on top 7-0, Jim. And you know, we kicked to them to start the game, got him stopped, got the field position, and he went 55 on the first one.
And come back with a big third down, and they're able to throw the ball.
This is 3rd and 20. He went for a long one down here to Greg McMurtry's. Looked to me like a simultaneous catch, which of course goes to the offense. And then we come right back with a trap play up the middle. Chris Horn, the fullback, goes in standing up, and it's 14-0.
As you say, do you think Wisconsin is a team that comes off the ball as hard as you guys against with the run?
Well, I think that might have been the reason. You know, they run an option attack themselves, and here's a fine interception by Beta Murray that gives us field position again. We have field position in the first half almost all afternoon. Draw play, Tony hits up the middle and gets good yardage down to the 5-yard line.
He's just getting better and better week to week.
Well, he didn't play very much. I think he only played 17 minutes and ran the ball 10 times. And he had something like 177 yards and 3 touchdowns. And, I think that he's coming along very well. And he's a very fine back. But we had great protection from some of our other people, too. Here's defense once again, gets a tip ball, and J.J. Grant intercepts it for us. We're down on their 42 right now. On first down, we come out and throw a pass over the middle. He hits Johnny Colasar on an in route, and we're down in there ready to score again.
One of the things you said you were going to have to do against Wisconsin, because you thought they'd be so tough against the run, was to throw the ball.
Well, that's true, and I hate to admit that, but really, here he hits the post cut to Greg McMurtry for a touchdown, and now early in the second period, Jim, 28-0. I think I miscalculated there a little, Jim. Thought it'd be a little harder. Our defense played well. Mark Mesner with a big play there. I think they played well. They moved the ball on our second unit quite a bit. Here's Tony breaking away again, you know, and they overshift that defense, and there's only one cornerback on there and misses the tackle, and you got to back with speed. You run the risk of a big play, and that's what happened.
Tony Bowles now, midway second quarter, 35-0, well over 100 yards. And
really, almost all his yardage in the first half.
The game was almost over. And while they hurt you early with the option, you were able to figure it out.
Right, Trip Wellborn there, the strong safety, made a very fine play on the option play. Demetrius Brown now in at the quarterback on 3rd and 5. And I thought Demetrius came in here. Here they came with a blitz, and we came and picked the blitz up. He came right down and stuck the ball into Johnny Colasar for a big first down on a 3rd down situation. I was impressed with his performance in this drive. Here he goes back on the final play, comes right down the middle to Derek Walker, the tight end for a touchdown, and you go in at halftime 42-0.
One of the things that you've always, at least through the years I've known you, is that you go in at halftime with a big lead like that, sometimes you're not real happy? I mean, you'd like it to be tighter, I think. I know you're delighted with the lead, but I think you'd like it to be tighter.
Jim, I've been in these games before. I mean, fortunately, but I want you to know the one thing that happens, and it happens invariably.
And this is...
And it happened in this game. You go out second half, and it's a lethargic game. The only thing that really made it decent for us is that we didn't play our regulars. I mean, we took them out, and so we had a lot of fun watching other guys play.
Well, you got 20 in the second half to put it away, and don't go away, everybody. That second half scoring barrage continues. That's next when Michigan Replay continues.
We had a good game today. Came out, played real hard. We had to get a good start. Our goal was to get a good start, so that's what we came out to do, is get a good start of this team. We just had this little play because the defense kind of shifted over, so every time we stem, they shift. And like I said, our offensive line did a hell of a job today again. The thing I could do is just hit the hole, and there I was, wide open.
More than 50% of all business PCs don't communicate. If your computers could talk, you'd get information that makes a competitive difference. Call Unisys. Better information, better decisions.
America's body shops are being flooded with imitation parts. Doors, hoods, fenders. So how do you protect yourself? Ask to see your repair order before insurance work begins. Make sure it specifies genuine GM parts. Parts designed to meet GM standards for fit, finish, and corrosion protection. Now, even if insurance is paying the bill, it's still your car and still your choice. Insist on genuine General Motors parts.
At General Motors, a new partnership is taking shape.
Hey, how'd it go on the new job, son?
Not bad. Yeah, we're learning a lot about computers and stuff. You know, they asked me to a meeting today.
They asked the union.
Yeah, it's a meeting on how we can improve quality. And, well, they want to know what I thought.
It's not like it was when I was on the line.
You know, I had a pretty good idea.
At GM, the partnership is working. The vision is paying off.
Somewhere, right now, there's a clean, crisp, ice cold, Beechwood aged Budweiser with your name on it.
To stay competitive, your company must increase productivity at least 10% a year. Without the right computer system, you'll never have a chance. Call Unisys. Better information, better decisions.
It's like what they say, no good team is a good team without a good defense. And that's what Michigan's all about. As far, the defense is something we're really working hard on. We're really busting our butt. We want to get to the Rose Bowl again. We want to, I guess, shall we say, settle debt. We want things. We're going to go after them. We're going to go after them 110%. And that's what Michigan's defense is all about. We're making an effort for it this year, especially this year.
Well, the defense certainly played well against Wisconsin, and Brent White was a big part of that. But I know one of the key things for you when you come out at halftime with a big lead, the first possession, you get your first team guys in there, and you want them to be intense and get going. And it happened in this game.
It happened. They drove the ball right down and scored. And that's the end of the game, really. And then we took them all out.
And you pretty much kept it on the ground in that first drive.
Right. Except for here, this is a bootleg pass. It was thrown extremely well to Callaway from Michael Taylor. Here's another third down, 10 situation. Michael goes back to pass, scrambles around here a little bit, does some nice running, made one tragic mistake. Didn't get that second hand over the ball and fumbled it.
He will hear about that.
Fortunately, we recovered. Tracy Williams was playing tailback on this ball club and doing a great job of running. Got well over 100 yards himself. Third down and goal. Michael takes the option play and dives in for the score.
48-0, third quarter, as you said, ball game for the most part. It's over. You have an opportunity now to look at some kids.
That's right. We've got a lot of second, third unit guys in there. We played everybody that we took except 2 freshmen. And so, but it turned out very well. Here, they start to move on this group a little bit. hit a pass and get down into scoring, 4th down and 2. The young freshman quarterback, Crawford, does a good job of keeping the ball on the option for a 1st down. So they're doing a good job of moving the ball. Big Artley, the big, powerful back, goes in for the touchdown to make it 48-7.
Now, you get upset about that, even though the game's out of hand. You don't.
I know.
Tell me.
Here we tipped the pitch there, and Michael Evans, our freshman defensive tackle, intercepted the ball. This is the first play for Wilbur Odom in his college career, and he calls a pass play and hits Paul Jokic for a 1st down.
Dan Jokic.
That's what I said, Dan Jokic.
Said Paul Jokic.
Here's a trap up the middle again, did I?
Yes.
Well, I had Dan, too.
Yeah, you got both of them.
I had both those guys. That made it 55-7 when Leroy Horde on a trap play went up the middle for a touchdown.
Odom's in again, and he showed a good arm.
Well, he's got a good arm. He's a good thrower. 3rd and 5, he hits Dan Jokic again. And Jokic was really our leading receiver, caught 4 passes and did a real nice job for us. Here he's scrambling once again, hits Jokic here for a 1st down. There was also a roughing the passer penalty on that. So we're down in there close, and Alan Jefferson finds a big hole and scores.
Good to see Alan Jefferson back in. He's had some leg problems.
Right, he's had some leg. This is really his first chance to play, and we wanted to get a chance to work in. Both he and Tracy Williams did a good job.
Gives you 3 real good, healthy running backs.
I think so, and that's important. Here they got their tight end in behind my cornerback, and that big play is going to take them down there to get another touchdown. And the freshman quarterback sneaks in, and he's pretty well excited with his first college touchdown. And that's the game.
62-14, the final. Now, after the game, you talked about it, and you said and cautioned a lot of people, don't think that we're any superpower by what was done on that field Saturday.
No, I don't think so. I think Wisconsin's a little undermanned. We had better players than they did. I think that game really means nothing. What it means is we have 1 game in the win column, but I'm afraid there are a lot of teams that are going to get a win on Wisconsin. So you can't really look at that as a tremendous accomplishment. Let's just say we're fortunate. We're at least tied for 1st place in the conference, and we came out of there without any serious injuries.
When you come out of a game like that, and again, I talked to you after the game, what really do you get at? Where do you go to look to do some work, get some things done?
Well, first thing you do is you'll go through there and point out the things that would have really cost you a game had it been a close game. The fumbles, the bad plays, the offside, the tight end running by our cornerback. Those things will beat you in a close game. So we'll emphasize those things as much as possible. But we're going to go through that film in a real hurry and then get started on Michigan State, because that's going to be a very big game.
One of the things you also talked about last week and over the first 3 weeks of the season was that you wanted to see your defense improve. I think they did improve, but again, it's hard to judge by this game.
It's hard to judge because of the caliber of the offense they played against. However, they did shut Wisconsin down and would have shut them out if we'd have left them in there. And they had trouble crossing our 50 there in the 1st half. And that was the key, because they didn't have a strong kicking game, and we ended up with field position every time we stopped them in their territory and forced a punt.
How long you've said that you've had a pretty solid offense you think you could count on, and I think that proved it Saturday against Wisconsin. You got a pretty good offense.
Yeah, let's find out if we can score points when it really counts, Jim. That's going to come up in the next 3 weeks. We'll find out exactly where we stand.
The key to the offense, of course, in any football season, in any football game, is the big guys up front don't go away. We've got to look at 2 of Michigan's best. That's next when Michigan Replay continues.
You know, we're playing good, solid football. You know, we're making a few mistakes, but as an overall picture, you know, we're playing pretty solid, and things are working out well for us. We came out, did the things we wanted to do today, ran the ball effectively, threw the ball effectively, and you know, I think if we do that, you know, we can put some points at the board like we did today.
Reward proved what was going to be the story all day. You just blocked them off the ball well.
Right. Well, it was that kind of a game. This was a formation to the sideline. This simple tackle trap. There are 3 men really there that had a shot at him, but I think they underestimated how fast Tony is, and he just ran away from him.
Jem Beckler and Jim Brandstatter. is brought to you by General Motors, where the vision is paying off in product excellence. By Mr. Goodwrench. No one knows your GM car better than Mr. Goodwrench. No one. By Buick and your Buick dealer. The Great American Road belongs to Buick. By the finance
in 14, well, finally you won one big.
Well, there wasn't any question about that. When you score on the first play that you run, Jim, I think that's going to be an indication of things to come.
It was all-out total domination, and I think a little surprising to you as well.
Well, they had played so well defensively against Miami. They had held Miami to really one.
Professionals at Payne Weber. By Unisys, better information, better decisions. And by Budweiser, proud sponsor of the 1988 U.S. Olympic team. This Bud's for you.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Michigan Replay, the final of the Big Ten opener against Wisconsin. Michigan 62, Wisconsin.
An offensive touchdown and lost 23-3. And then, you know, we felt we might have trouble moving on him. But I think the underlying reason for the points was that we were the first rushing team that they had played, a team that likes to run the football. And I don't think they were quite ready for that.
Well, you certainly ran it, and the opening play